Paris. City of love, romance, and dreams. So they say. I used to say it too. But ever since that day, the day of the murder, I've always associated my beloved Paris with death.
Or is that still too loud? Okay, perfect. Charles Cecil. God, what a game. The music in Broken Sword is great. I think most point-and-click games have great music. So it might just be that just nostalgia more than anything, but
I was at home having a bath when my editor called.
Collard, get your ass over to the Palais Royal now. You got an interview. With Pierre Carchon. Yes, the Pierre Carchon. No photos, so leave your gear at home. He asked for you personally. Don't ask me why. Anyhow, this could be big, so if he makes a pass, don't forget. Just smile, say yes, and keep taking notes.
So charming and so very apt. Pierre Carchon was a media king, a national hero, and one of the most infamous adulterers in Europe. He and his wife Imelda were just one step down from royalty.
I don't know, because you'd have to have the accent as well. You couldn't have like
hate mimes,
an English or American person. You'd obviously have an American playing George.
Here I was, the palace of the media king and the ice queen.
But
I pressed
you'd have to have someone with an accent, or someone who can do an accent well,
which would change my life forever.
Yes? What is it?
Madame, my name is Nico Collard. I'm here to see Monsieur Carchon.
Come up, we're on the first floor.
Madame Carchon, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, I'm sure.
The Ice Queen was certainly living up to her reputation. Will you be staying for the interview?
Mademoiselle, I know little of my husband's business affairs, and I care even less. I certainly have no intention of watching him pore over yet another pretty little journalist.
Pretty? You're too kind, madame.
Ah, the talented and very beautiful Mademoiselle Collard. Such a pleasure to meet you at last.
Monsieur Carchon, I am honored.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Call me Pierre, please. But I do not flatter you idly. I was a friend of your father. He was a great man.
My father? He never mentioned.
He and I were very close. And then his death. So tragic. I must...
Not the
Imelda, your damned cat's in my study again. Another Ming vase, I suppose. Excuse me for one moment, my dear girl.
You journalists are getting younger each year.
Perhaps it's the rest of the world getting older, madame. That was no cat.
God, what?
It is the mime, isn't it? I
Carchon.
thought it had the mime in it. I wasn't sure if it's this one or a different one, but it was the mime. Shots fired.
He's dead. I must call the police. You'd better stay here.
There was
You
a
don't
man.
sound very concerned.
It was the mime. Do you think he...
Well, I believe we can rule out suicide, don't you?
No wonder they called her the Ice Queen. She would have been top of my list of suspects if I hadn't seen the attacker myself. And if I hadn't come across a couple of murders just like this already.
Oh.
One of the most important men in Europe murdered And here was I, Nico Coulard, alone at the scene of the crime. Should I wait for the cops? Or start my own investigation?
There's lots of sarcasm in
It was a no-brainer.
in the Broken Sword series. I think there's a great humour in it. Let's remember how to play it. Right, so we'll inspect the body. See if he's got any money in
Mimes
his
and
wallet.
guns don't usually go together, but I had an idea that this was no ordinary mime. I'd come across this murderer before, and written about him.
The costume
The
killer.
costume killer. At least that's what I'd called him.
What's he got on
I
his face?
closed his eyes. It was the least I could do for the poor fellow.
Gotta show some respect, haven't you? Is that a bobby pin?
It was one of my hair clips. My favourite, in fact.
Oh, she must
it
be the
must have
killer.
fallen when I was knocked down.
Oh, take that back. Nothing in his pockets? Checking the jacket
Some
then.
people hate searching corpses for clues. Me, I'm okay with it. Reminds me of an old boyfriend.
What's he got here?
In his pocket, I found a ticket stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. Taking the
Bateau de
ticket
la
meant I tampered
Conciergerie.
with the evidence. There was no going back now.
Oh, Nico.
Carchon had been shot. Carchon had been shot. Carchon had been shot. I opened his eyes. Best to leave the crime scene as I found it. I closed his eyes. It was the least I could do for the poor fellow.
We'll
I opened his eyes.
open them. We won't tamper
Best
with...
to leave the crime scene as I
Well,
found it.
I think we've left loads of fingerprints over anyway. What have we got? We've got no items yet. Oh no, we do. We'll have a look at... Oh no, that's how you interact. Can we pull anything out?
No.
No, we can't pull the bullet out.
A bust of Pierre Carchon.
Where's the
Humble
vase?
servant
Is that
of
the
La
vase
France.
smashed down there? Don't know if we can even interact with it.
The bookcase was filled with obscure first editions.
Another bust.
Pierre Carchon again. His eyes seemed to follow me around the room.
We'll check the window, since that's where he came in from. Might be something over there. Yeah,
A
the
small round piece of
hole.
glass had been cut out of the pane. This was a professional job.
let's have a look. Inspect it a bit more. Can we?
I didn't want to cut myself and leave blood on the glass. Call me old-fashioned, but I like to keep my DNA to myself. This was the work of the mime. Unless the cat was in on it too. Your original
Oh,
18th
so right
century
clicking is
high-security
to
window
view it
handle.
and left clicking is to use it. Okay, so maybe we'll have a look at the body again.
The killer must have used a ladder to reach the window.
Now that I know what we're
He was
doing.
long gone. Guess he folded that ladder up, popped it in his pocket and took it with him.
So there's nothing there. Let's have a look at the body again and we'll look at it
Pierre Carchon was stiff for the last time.
instead of taking everything.
His lifeless eyes stared blankly at nothing.
That's all we
Carchon
could do
had
was
been
look at
shot.
it anyway. That's fine. Anything else? We can't inspect the broken vase. So I think we're done in here. Can we just look at this?
It was a boat ticket stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. When I was a little girl, Papa used to take me
So
on
I'm
the
assuming that
Bateau
will be a
Mouche as
location
treat.
we'll have to go to.
The
if
police could
that's-
turn up at any minute. Somewhere there were
Yeah.
clues to the murder, and I needed to find them.
What we got on the table?
A Louis XIV table with an antique cloth.
Ooh.
Imelda had taste. But hey, with a husband that rich, taste is easy.
what we got going on. Just the
I reckoned
handkerchief.
that cloth might just turn out to be useful.
Ooh, a hole.
Even my fingernail wouldn't fit into such a small hole.
Could that be a... Can we stick the bobby pins in? Hey.
Aha! Nico, you are just so damn good at this stuff.
No, I don't think I've ever played... I don't think I've ever got past the alleyway. Which isn't super far in.
Instead of comforting Imelda, I was ransacking her flat. Why? Because there was something going on here, and
So
I
what
had
is
to
that?
get answers before the cops arrived. And hey, she'd been rude to me, so she had it coming.
Can we have a look?
A key. Maybe
Here's a
a
key.
safe key.
Is there anything we can do in that room with the key? I didn't see anything. But we might be able to use it on a bust. No. Anything over here? What about over here? It must be in a different room then, because there's nothing else in here to interact with. I think it'd probably be a bit more obvious. Let's take a look at the easel. Talking about easels, another game I'd like to play is Passport 2. And there's a new one of those coming out
of
soon.
acrylic paint.
It's just
French
a game where
ultramarine.
you draw and sell your paintings and
Just the colour I was
build
after
up
for my
your money.
bathroom. I'm sorry, I have to go. Someone is...
but the new one has like a proper story mode to it.
Young lady, what are you doing?
Oh, this paint. It's my favorite color.
For God's sake, keep the damn stuff.
What's
Imelda
being
had
painted?
talent, but I certainly wasn't going to tell her that.
We won't talk to her because we just don't like her. We'll have a look in this room over here for now. And then we'll come back and question her.
The door was locked.
Can we use the key?
A modern key on an antique door.
No, we can't.
It wasn't going to work.
Is that a modern key? I can't see I use anything like that for my house. Let's see what she's got to say
Excuse me,
then.
madame.
Yes?
Yes. What do you know about my bobby pin?
Would you like to see my favorite egg?
What a ridiculous question. Of course not.
Another time, I guess.
So, her husband took secret boat trips. Did she really need to see the tickets?
That was always my favourite thing, just questioning the people about the most random things. Just seeing what response you get.
You're upset, madame. Please take this.
That is the lace cloth from the table. What can you be thinking? Imelda might not have been so cool with me poking around if I'd shown her the key I'd found. The last thing she needed to talk about was paint.
Right, let's talk about her
I'm so sorry
husband.
for your loss, madame.
No, you're not. You're a journalist. Journalists don't feel sorry.
Not true.
We shall see.
Who was this
How
guy?
did your husband know my father?
Oh,
I have
her
no
father.
idea.
You didn't know him? Thierry Collard.
Thierry
Pierre knew a
Collard.
lot of people I didn't know, most of them women.
Can we question again?
Why did your husband send for me? What did he want to discuss?
I have no idea. His business was his business.
He never told you anything.
No, and frankly, I preferred it that way.
And the mime.
Why would a mime want to kill your husband?
Pierre had plenty of enemies. Half the husbands in Paris for a start. This is quite a scoop for you. I suppose you're already inventing the headlines.
Just because I am a journalist.
Don't patronize me. You're all cut from the same cloth.
Oof.
Do you have any moral sense at
What a
all?
bitch.
Yes.
Yeah, it would be nice.
That's why I do this job.
You do it to see your name in print.
As if. My editor gets the byline, I just do the work.
Well, don't expect my sympathy.
The police will be
What?
here soon, madame.
What a piece
Is
of
there
work.
anybody you would like me to contact? Family, friends?
No, I have no family. Pierre and I were... He was all I had, really. Not much, was it? The dutiful wife. That was my role. He never talked, never let me in.
I know one thing, madame.
What?
If you want to find out who killed your husband, then you let me do the job, not the police.
Why? How do I know I can trust you?
Will be
Your
nice.
husband invited me here today because he needed me. I think he knew somebody wanted to kill him, and he knew I could help.
I doubt it was your database he was after.
You're wrong. I was onto his killers already, I am sure of it. Please, you owe it to him.
I don't know.
All I need is a few more minutes to look around before the police come.
You really do have a moral sense, don't you? I trust so few people. And perhaps Pierre really did think that you could help. Of course it wouldn't have stopped him seducing you too. Here, take this. It's the key to the drawing room next to the library at the end of the hall. It was Pierre's room. I rarely went in there. I couldn't. I was too scared of what I might find.
Right, we've got the key now. We can
Thank you. I
pop
promise
into
you
the
won't
drawing
regret
room.
this.
Is there anything else? There's something on the table here as well. We'll have a look.
There was no one I needed to phone.
No.
Not until I had solved this case.
Got a chandelier. We won't go in there just yet. Okay. Let's head on over here. But before I go in, I'm going to quickly nip the toilet and get a fresh water. So I'll be back in a second. There we go, we're back. Right, we can go in here now, can't we? We've got the key.
The door
Oh, I
was
need to use the
locked.
key, don't I? Winch cracked with it. Drag over to there.
Now we were getting somewhere.
We've still got that key, so there's got to be... I'd imagine it's probably the desk that we have to use it on. Or maybe something behind the picture.
The painting showed the Cachons
Ah.
together, in love.
That's got to be it.
As the poet said, the past is a different country. Or did I read that in a fortune cookie?
So if we take this... No.
There was the very faintest of clicks.
So that's something that's done something. But what?
This wasn't the time for me to lie on the sofa doing my Marie Antoinette impression.
Marie
Though it
Antoinette.
is very popular at parties, especially with gay guys. Don't ask me why. As expected, the desk was yet another priceless antique. Yawn. The blotter and
gotta
ink
be-
tray had clearly been placed with mathematical precision.
Something we can use our key on.
My heart skipped a beat.
It was a carved
It was a carved elephant. But not just any carved elephant. It had been made by my father. I knew for certain because in my apartment I had its exact twin, carved into a box
We
he
might
had
as well
made.
just take it
Some
then.
Carchon had known my father. They really must have been friends. I decided to take the carved elephant. It clearly meant nothing to Imelda.
At this point, we're just looting, aren't we?
I didn't want to take the tray, but I knew that I could use it.
You might as well have taken everything else.
The in-tray, like everything else in this place, was beautiful. One day I was going to have an in-tray like that, even if I had to sell my apartment to pay for it.
There's...
It was a sheet of blotting paper in a leather holder. Its cracked surface looked ancient, reminded me of its owner. I didn't need a sheet of blotting paper. Not while it was blank.
So... What are we...
The paint would have just soaked into the blotting paper, but the idea was
No.
good.
I thought we could, I thought if you did that, it'd show up on something.
No.
No. Maybe. Ah. I wouldn't have thought of that. I thought paint on the paper made a bit more
spread
sense.
blue paint over the bottom of the tray. It was ruined. I was a very bad girl, but also quite a clever one. I didn't want to take the tray, but I knew that I could use it. In a way, I was going back to art school.
So is there something we can now...
No.
do with that?
I'd ruined the tray, but I was on my way to solving
I
a
was a
clue.
bad girl. What can we use?
No.
No. Blotting paper in the tray. Can we move it?
I didn't need a sheet of blotting paper. Not while it was blank. It was a sheet of blotting paper in a leather holder.
Because I don't think we can pick it up anyway.
No. I didn't need a sheet of blotting
No.
paper. Not while it was blank. No.
Because there's got to be a reason. We've already tried that.
No.
Did we do the key?
No. No.
Is there something we're missing? Lace in the paint. I did try that as well.
No.
Let's go for
no.
everything.
No.
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 No. And yeah, we did.
no.
We have tried everything then.
No.
What about the other door? Yeah.
There wasn't enough paint left in the tube.
We'll try the other door. I think we've done everything we can in this room. We haven't been back and interacted with that yet.
Locked. Not surprising, really.
Can we use this one?
It didn't work.
No.
But I guess it would have been surprising if it had.
I wonder if we can... Because there was a click coming from this painting. There was a button on it.
This wasn't the time for me to lie on this sofa doing my... Though it is very popular at parties. Especially...
Yeah, just got to figure out how to open it. Oh, you just got to click on it
Behind
again.
the picture was a safe. The safe was locked.
So this
I
might be
needed
the key we have then. This one here. Hey, there we go. Ah, so
In
this
the
is what we've
safe
got to
was
roll.
some kind of
So we roll this in the
artifact.
paint.
There were strange
And then we'll roll it on the
symbols
blotting
its
paper.
surface. It looked like the printer's blocks
And it's
I'd made
probably
at
a
art
map
school.
or something?
If there was one thing I'd learned about symbols,
Possibly.
they are always important. But these symbols scratched into stone were impossible to read. I needed to find a way of printing them.
Yeah.
At least the stone was round.
So that's what the painting was about.
But what could I use for ink? And what could I print on? Sure, I was
Paint
stealing, but
and
I knew
blotting
Imelda
paper.
didn't know about the artifact, and Carchon was past caring.
So now, if we bring this here, there we go. Some progress.
I
Yep,
rolled the
Put
artifact
the paint in your pocket,
until it was
ruin your leather
completely
jacket.
coated.
and now pop this on here, and we got like a map or
Genius! The roller and the paint worked just as I planned, but what did it say?
is that the same as what we've got on the
It
lace?
was some kind of coded message. It read, "Sub judice." I may not have learned a lot as a journalist, but that was a term I knew well. It means a legal case that is before the courts. Below it was a sequence of letters that made no sense. I suddenly realized there was a connection between the boat ticket And the coded message. The boat ticket was stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. The Conciergerie on the Ile de la Cité, by the river, housed the ancient law courts. So, sub judice could in this case mean literally under the law courts, below the Conciergerie. I was pretty sure I'd found all I could here. And besides, all this opulence was making me pine for my regular life of poverty. This was a huge story. It was also one heck of a puzzle with a lot of pieces missing. But I was going to crack it. And if I could just remember the name of that fancy prize you get for being an ace journalist, I was definitely going to win it this time.
Hey, there we go. Now, Palais Royal, Pierre Cauchon interview. So this is just a log of what we've done then. So I suppose we can probably leave. We'll speak to her on the way back out, see if there's any new dialogue. But I don't think there's anything else we can do in here. There wasn't anything in this room. Just a couple of busts and the window. But we'll say goodbye. Wish her well.
Did you find anything useful?
This carving, do you know anything about it?
It was Pierre's. What does the statue have to do with...
Please, I need to know.
He was given it by a friend. Something to do with Africa.
He never explained any more.
No, but I think it was important to him. Always on display. Why?
It was carved by my father.
Oh, I see. I didn't know.
Imelda, I will do everything I can to find the killer.
Thank you, my dear.
And if the police ask...
Don't worry. You were never here.
Sub judice was the key. I was going to have to find a way under the Conciergerie. I decided to head straight for the quayside on the Ile de la Cité. If there was a way of getting under the Conciergerie, it would have to be from there.
Ile de la Cité.
Cauchon wasn't the type for messing about on the river. He was up to something down here. Something that got him killed. An old boyfriend of mine owned a barge once. Dampest relationship I ever had. In every way.
I see.
It was the old boathouse for the Conciergerie. If I was right about the meaning of sub judice, then the answer had to lie somewhere here on the quayside.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. But she didn't sound very enthralled over it. So we're going to need
the fence wouldn't move.
Some way to get these open. There's one over here actually with a lock on it.
This fence wouldn't move either.
And you've also got this symbol up here as well, which was in the middle of the blotting paper print.
I tried pushing the fence, but it wouldn't move. A strange pair of locks stopped the latches from releasing the gate.
Bring that one down, bring that one up. Up. Down, down. You got a delay. Is it still bad, or try and figure this one out? You don't want to cross. Ah, okay. Let me know. So that needs to come down this way somehow. So I need to bring this over there, I'm thinking. So if we get that one over there, come there, bring this over there, bring this down, bring this up, 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 across, bring both of these up. Yeah, is it fine now? Hey, there we
One
go.
down, one to go.
Perfect. Love a good puzzle. There's a new mist as well, isn't there? That might be something to play. Right. This one needs to come down, because that's the only way it can go. But I can move these ones over it. But to bring this one down, I need to get this one out. So maybe... not quite. Let's work this out. Bring that across. Maybe that one up. Down, down. Nope, no help on that. All the way down. Got to figure out how to get rid of that. Because that needs to come down there. Slide the bolt right, top two left ones down. And now I can bring this across. I think I need to get this there so I can possibly bring that. Or could I do something like this? Don't know if I've made a bigger mess of it than I did before. So that could go, if I do this, do that, bring that across, that one up, and I can bring that down a bit more, and I can bring that across. Right, that one needs one more over there, so I've got to, that's got to stay there because that's not going to go down otherwise, so it needs to be like that. Is there a way of bringing any of these up more? No, because that needs to go all the way. Move the long vertical up. Can that go down? Ah. The long horizontal, right, yeah. And then that can now go down. And that can go up, that can go down, that can go down, that can go across.
Nothing like a good convent education for honing your lockpicking skills.
Perfect. That was a good one, that.
For a room full of junk, that was
Took
one
a minute.
very sophisticated lock system. This place was definitely fishy, in more ways than one.
Well, best clean yourself out then. Let's have a look at this. There's
Oops.
something down here now.
An old shell case. I wondered what that was doing there.
Just chilling, that.
The brass case was
Like a
smooth
shotgun or
and
something.
perfectly round.
Anything else we can do with it?
Moving the skiff would only damage it more.
What's this on the wall here?
The words Sinister and Dexter were carved on either side.
Have we
Now, any
still
good
got
convent
the-
girl like me knows the old Roman for left,
That thing?
right, left, right. But what did it mean here?
Right, left, right. Can I put that in there? Yes.
Mystery solved. Carchon's stone cylinder
And we had to turn it a
slotted
certain
into the hole with a satisfying click.
way. But I don't know if we can read it again. The painting has the directions.
Roll out the painted secret red, subdued C. Below was a sequence of letters.
S D S S D S S.
S.
Ah, okay. S D S S D S S. S D S S D S S.
A satisfying click. Another click. Another step closer.
S S D S S. Hey,
I love
nice
the
one.
sound of locks clicking open.
And we're in. What was this? Like a crypt.
Oh my god! The slab came down
Oh,
with
there's
a
a
hell
hole
of a force.
in one of them. Just over here.
With nothing to hold it up, the cross dropped back down again.
So when that goes up,
Lifting the cross closed the entrance door
over here,
and also opened some kind of stone panel.
put the
Each of
elephant on
these-
it. No. Unless I'll try hold it up and
The
put the
panel
elephant on it.
wouldn't move.
But we've got to have something already that we can use for it. I don't think there's anything else in the room. The stone heavy enough. What stone? Because I don't think there's anything else we have. Because it looks like maybe the shell could go in there because it's cylindrical. And the shell is perfectly cylindrical as well. So I feel like that's what we've got to use on it. We don't have the stone anymore. We used it out there. Yeah, we can have a look.
If I was going to...
Well, yeah, we'll have a look outside. We'll just have a quick see if there's anything else on the floor. Yeah, we'll. Ooh. Hold on, I could interact with the floor.
Ut lex vel ut next sumito. To the law or unto death, submit. I guess these people didn't believe in liberté, égalité, or fraternity. Yes, I'll admit it. I
Blood
was a
law,
swot
so
at
have we got to
school.
balance
I also wore
something?
lipstick and the nuns never knew.
Because there's nothing else we can do in here. I think we'll have to head out and have a look. Nothing we can do with the boat, I don't think. So we'll head out. I think we could have gone upstairs.
I wasn't leaving
No.
yet. I had a
Ooh,
hunch there
I
was
think I
more
could
to
interact with
find.
the brick here. No, I couldn't. Don't worry, just ignore that then.
I wasn't leaving
I
yet.
feel like we have everything
I had a
we
hunch
need.
there was more to find.
Can I do... I can't do anything with a light except look at it. That's a good idea.
The cross looked familiar. I'd seen it before. It was embroidered on the lace cloth I'd picked up at Carchon's apartment. I knew I was on the right track.
Yeah, I'll have a look at the boat.
Moving the skiff would only damage it more.
Can I break it with the elephant?
Moving the skiff would only damage it more.
And that's fine, that's what I want to do.
I'd wrecked the skiff. Not that it was particularly seaworthy anyway.
What about this?
I really didn't want to pull the fence back up and risk trapping myself in this place.
Can I take it back out?
I removed the...
I can. Okay. Let's try the... Maybe you've got to put it in the hole then. Didn't realise we can get that back again. I need to remember to interact with other stuff again. So now if we take this, pop it in.
The stone cross was propped up. Now I was getting somewhere.
And now I'll take this, pop it in here.
I touched the slot. Nothing bad happened, which was good. I've always been attached to my fingers. This slot was designed for something specific. But what?
But what indeed?
Shame. The
Ah,
shell case was too wide.
showcase too wide. Do we have anything else for it? Can we combine the shell case?
No. 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 No.
No.
No.
The shell case is
no.
too wide.
No.
In fact, can I crush the shell case?
I took the stone.
Can I put that down here? And lift this up, and it will squash the shell case. We'll just break it. There we go. And now I pick it back up again. I knew it had to be for something, and it was hollow, so...
The stone slab had flattened one end of the shell case.
So we can... Now go back, put this up, and then we can put the shell case in the hole. in the slot. Oh yeah, lift that up and then use the thing. Okay, now we can use this on this. And then use this in here. Hopefully.
Even partially flattened, the shell case was still too wide.
God damn it. Can we do anything else with it?
No. 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 No.
Squash it more.
No. No.
Okay.
No.
We'll try again.
I took the stone cylinder.
Ah, I can have a go. Yes. Ah, that was a good thinking there. And now use this in here. Ah, there we are. Nice one.
The artifact slotted into the hole perfectly. Behind the old walls, I could hear some kind of mechanism groaning into life, but whatever had been triggered had now jammed.
Can I take it back? No, okay.
I touched the slot.
We can't take it
Nothing
back.
bad happened, which was good.
So, we have to lose our artifact now. But can we take this back? I want to keep all my items.
I removed the shell case. The cross didn't drop back down.
Ah, there we go.
Some kind of mechanism was
So we might
holding it
need
up.
that again.
The gap was too thin for me to get a grip. I needed something thin enough to prise the door open.
The squashed shell case. Perfect.
Another good use for a shell case. Another secret room. Somebody had something to hide. But was it what I was looking for?
Let's head on in. Ooh. Let's ransack this place then. We need
Wow.
a candle or
Through the
something.
darkness, I could see that this was a stateroom. But for what purpose? And how did it tie in with Carchon?
What can we do? I thought I saw some light over here. But I don't know if I did. Yeah, there was something over here actually.
Amazing.
There it is.
The thing still worked. The room lit up bright as day.
Perfect. So now we can have a little explore.
I wasn't going to find anything in this old desk. It hadn't been used for years.
Well, you don't know. Have a look. Oh, there's another thing over here.
That wasn't going to help. That wasn't going to help.
Well, I don't know that, do I?
A door like that always has something important behind it. I had to find a way to unlock it.
Do we need a key? There's got to be a specific key or something for it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But it won't let us interact with this desk. So it's got to be something over this
I wasn't
side.
going to find anything in this old desk. It hadn't been used for years. The flags had faded, but their message was still pretty clear. fascist regalia, a message of hate.
Oof. Yeah, probably in here actually. Let's have a look.
Inside the drawer, I found a note written in some kind of code.
This note has been written using a substitution cipher. This means that a different symbol has been used to represent each letter of the alphabet. To crack the code, you must match all the symbols to their corresponding letters, highlighting a symbol, then highlighting the corresponding letter. Press the go back button. So this is E. What is that E? I wonder if anything in the room will help us figure this out. I think that might be something we have to do as we go along.
It was pretty clear from the lack of dust that someone had been working very recently at this desk.
Ooh, someone's partaking in some voyeurism.
Oh my god. The sheet was a printout with my personal information. Everything from my favorite food to my waist
Like I
size.
said.
They were right about chocolate. But come on, guys. I'm a size 10. There was even a picture of me taken with a telephoto lens. Carchon wouldn't have taken these pictures himself. This was big and organized. I was part of it. And people were getting murdered. The dregs at the bottom of the mug hadn't dried out or gone moldy. It wasn't more than a day old. One thing was clear. Someone connected to Carchon had been watching me.
Let's have a look at these
This
articles.
was the article I'd written about the costume killer. My suspicions were right. Carchon had cut it out. 2 businessmen had been killed. One in Italy, one in Japan. In each case, the killer had worn a costume. A penguin, and then a snowman. But that wasn't the only link between the 2 murders. Both the victims had been big media do-gooders, and I proved they were just the opposite. So, how did they fit in with Carchon?
So we need to figure out the code. But I don't know if there's anything.
Rolling out the painted cylinder had given me a print of a secret message. It read, "The cloth was embroidered with an... It was a boat ticket stamped back."
Right, let's have a look. So I don't know if these specifically match up with these. Because if that was the case, yeah, no, that can't be it then. Maybe that's is, or that's either an is or an or. Let's have a look. So we need the 3 is S. That one. Oh, bottom right. Okay. So that can't be is then. Maybe it's an or? Or a in? Let's have a look. No, that can't be an I, because that wouldn't work there. Because what could that be for it to just be sat on its own? You gotta think about letters that you'd see together. So maybe that could be maybe they're O's. Let's have a look. E is top row, 4 from the left. Unseen. Oh, hold on. I did that wrong. Is that right? So then, what would this be to go with an E? Or is it in French? B is bottom row, Z thing. That thing. Oh, hold on. So that was that. This. For B. Oh, B. Okay. Maybe that could be a P. Pass. A looks like a 9. Yeah. Yes, that's what I thought. Okay. T is an upside down Y. This one. Yeah, that's definitely it. What could go with T? It? Maybe that's an it. I is a weird I. The I is a weird I. Weird N. Yeah. Yes, that's what I thought. So that would be an it. Ib. So maybe the B isn't a B? Maybe that's an S. Maybe... Maybe what the B is an S, and then that would be C. Okay, so we want whatever that is to be an S, so that to be an S. Okay. Possibly is, yeah. Pair. Spit. Let's have a quick go. No, we've already got a P. Slit. The S is actually a T. So that's a T. Tay. So the E is an O. So that's an O. Yeah. And that would then be an N, maybe? Into... So maybe the backwards 3 is an S? Maybe not. Up. Backwards 3 is an L. Paul. We're sure the P's a P then. P is an F. F. What symbol are you classing as an F? Follow. Ah. So that would be... Yeah. And W is a sideways W. Fall. Okay. All. No. Ill. What if we do that as an I? Will that help in any way? No, we've already got an I. Wait. Is that... maybe that... could that be an A? I think that might be an A. No, because then that wouldn't work there. Backwards A is a U. Backwards the A is a U. Is the A a U? That's what I'm thinking. Full, yeah. And the A is that one there. Is... where is it? There. And maybe that's a B. Follow, but... Not 100% set on that. Maybe twat? We've already got a W. But is the W is correct because that's got to be wait. Who? Maybe that's a H. The N is a H. And that's got to be a B then. Maybe that's an S, but this is. So the Y. Where is the Y? We don't already have it. There. So that's an S. Just trying to find any words. Is not. Maybe an N for that. For that there. Maybe that's a D. What have we got for this U? Indeed. Maybe that's an E? Indeed, it seems that's an M then, that's 100% an M. It could. Have we already used P? No, we haven't. Let's have a go. That's an R. Yes, that's 100% it. Too follow, but this is too urgent. So that's a G. 2 and coincidence, yeah, so that's a C. Take, that's a K. That all of us together, all of us who came together in Arno and yes, I wouldn't have thought about that. Yeah, Yamada. Yep.
I have decrypted the note.
Nice
It
one.
read, here. Full report to follow.
We got it.
But this is too urgent to wait. Arno and Yamada
That was a
both
good
dead.
puzzle, that.
This is not a coincidence. Indeed, it seems that all of us who came together in July are in danger. Take great care. X. I wasn't the only one to make the connection between the costume killer murders. I'd been right
Tough.
all along. That was
It was a
why
good
he had
one.
asked to meet me. But what did I know that he didn't?
I think it might just be.
I had decrypted the note.
That's alright, I'm
It
fine
read,
with that.
Pierre, full report to follow. But this
So
is
that's
too
not going to help
urgent
us
to
unlock
wait.
that thing.
Arno and Yamada, both dead. This is not a coincidence. Indeed, it seems that all of us who came together in July are in danger. Take great care. X. I wasn't the only one to make
To be
the
honest,
connection
it's nice to
between
chill
the
out and
costume
play
killer
something,
murders.
something
I'd
different.
been right all along. That was why he had asked to meet me. But what did I know that he didn't?
So we looked at that. Nothing there. We've definitely looked in here. Was there anything else in there? Maybe behind.
Damn, don't you just hate it when that happens?
No, don't.
A photo, long lost, had fallen down the back of the drawer.
The back?
It
Oof.
was very old, but there was
The
no
room.
mistaking the guy in the foreground.
We'll have a look there.
Carchon. Behind him were soldiers, a burning village, and a
Corpse.
corpse. The photograph was cropped on the right-hand side.
So there's
Somebody
gotta be
else in the picture
more
obviously didn't want to be in it
somewhere.
anymore. I wasn't surprised. This was Africa in the 60s. An uprising was being
Yeah.
brutally suppressed. And here was Mr. Media himself, Carchon, doing the suppressing. The photograph was not just
Gotta
powerful
be.
evidence. It was also my ticket to one explosive story. I had enough for a story. An amazing story that was going to make my reputation and blow Carchon's to pieces. I needed to get home fast and start typing.
Oh, we're done then. I thought there'd be something to do with that painting, to be honest. Because there was something there, but we didn't do anything with it. But there was nothing to interact with.
Nico, it's Ronnie.
Hey, Ronnie, you cracked open the champagne yet?
Are you crazy?
What's wrong? Wait a minute. You didn't print it, did you?
Of course I didn't print.
That's the best piece I've written.
The last, as far as I'm concerned.
It's important.
It's suicidal. You can't destroy a national hero.
He deserved it.
His corpse isn't even cold.
Ronnie, 2 hours ago I told you what I'd found. You loved it. You begged me to write it up immediately.
2 hours is a long time in newspapers, Nico.
Someone's got to you, haven't they?
Listen up, Nicole, and listen good. Pierre Carchon had a lot of friends, powerful friends. For your own sake,
Forget what happened.
you got it. End of conversation. Good night.
This should have been my
Right.
big break.
Is there anything to do in
I
here?
knew there was nowhere else to sell this story. If Ronnie wouldn't print it,
Or
nobody
is this
would.
when we swap to George?
Bonsoir, Collard.
Mademoiselle Collard, my name is Plantard. I need to talk to you about your story. Your Pierre Carchon story.
How did you know about that?
There are people out there, madame, who will be very upset by this story.
Oh, really? Well, it's their lucky day. It's been spiked.
Yes, I know. We must meet.
We must?
I have information relating to your costume killer stories. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Café de la Chandelle Verte, Rue Alain Court. I shall be wearing a grey overcoat. You must talk to no one about this.
You can't tell me what to...
Tomorrow at 8. I'll be waiting.
I'll be waiting.
People complain about newspaper articles all the time, but not usually before they're printed. I was beginning to feel scared. This guy, Plantard, could I trust him? Should I meet him or forget the whole business? I didn't have an answer.
I'd only been in Paris
Yeah,
for a
this
week,
is when you changed to George.
but
then.
already I'd fallen in love with the city. My latest discovery was a little cafe, La Chandelle Verte.
There's the answer.
I was pretty sure the waitress was taking a shine to me. That old Stobart charm, I guess. Little did I know my reverie was about to be so rudely interrupted.
Yeah, the characters are well written in this. Like, the characters have a lot of character.
As I picked myself up, I was really angry. 1 minute I'm on vacation, the next minute some clown's blown me up. I knew right away what I was going to do.
But yeah,
I was going to find that clown and bring him to justice. Because justice matters. Justice is up there with liberty. And equality. And, fraternity. After all. That's why I'd studied law, wasn't it? Well, money, of course.
Alright, let's have a look inside here. How is she still alive?
The sight of the dead guy's staring eyes turned my knees to jelly. I tried not to meet his stare as I searched the dead man's pockets. No wallet, no papers, no credit cards. The guy's past was a blank page. I hoped the fact that the mirror was already broken meant I'd escape the bad luck. I needed a stiff drink, but I hated the taste of brandy. A mysteriously undamaged bottle of spirit stood on the bar.
Right, we'll interrogate the woman.
Oh, my head. Never again. How much vodka did I drink? Oh, no, don't tell me. What is your name, Shelley?
George Stobart, ma'am. You look like you could use a little help.
I could use a little drink. I feel sick, dizzy, and bruised. I don't even remember the party.
Just relax and take it easy. You've been knocked out.
You don't
Can we
say.
give her the drink?
What happened?
There's been an explosion. You should try not to move.
Are you a doctor?
No, but I used to play hospitals when I was a kid. Can you remember anything at all?
No. I need a drink. Pour me a brandy.
Sure.
Is that straight or with ice?
Just give me the bottle with a cheat on it.
I guess a little drop won't hurt.
That's better.
She knocked back the brandy as if it was
Maybe I
water.
probably should have done
I was
that.
glad I wasn't picking up the check.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that either.
Hey, wake up! She didn't respond. If I wanted another cappuccino, I'd have to serve myself. The pretty young waitress was unconscious.
Can I hit her with anything?
The mirror is smashed into 1,000 pieces. Bad luck for
There was
someone.
some roofies in that.
Poor guy.
Can I just stab
He
her?
was pretty mashed up. He was pretty mashed up.
Yeah, I can do all that without
I
her
checked his
seeing that.
pockets. Nothing.
But there's nothing in there. We've done the glass. There's nothing else behind the bar. We've done his body. I'll go talk to... I wonder if I could get anything to wake her up.
Hey, wake up!
No, that's not working. Can I get a drink or anything? Like some water? What's this here? Salah ad-Din.
I noticed the writing at the foot of the page. It read Salah ad-Din, 1345.
Yeah.
The column was devoted exclusively to rumor,
I'll talk to
gossip,
him in a
and
second.
sensationalism. The leading article referred to the visit of a Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
Okay, that's that. We'll talk to the man.
Please, hold it right there.
Oh, don't shoot. I'm innocent. I'm an American.
Can't make up your mind, huh?
I demand to see the American consul.
Drop your weapons and get down on the ground.
Put that thing away, Sergeant Moo. I apologize, monsieur, but I cannot permit you to leave.
Am I under arrest?
Ah, no. I would simply like to ask you some questions. En avant, to the café, marche. What a mess. This bombing is an outrage, is it not?
Stop that, monsieur.
Has it occurred to you that he may be dead, Moo?
Oui, monsieur. But I prefer to look on the bright side. Besides, I recall a case where the killer escaped by feigning death. However, in this case, the man
We'll
is
just chalk it up
quite
to the time.
Examine the girl and take her statement, if you can. Et maintenant, to business. Your name, please?
George Stobart. I'm from California.
And what brings you to Paris, Monsieur Stobart?
Travel.
You ain't
I'm touring
indulged
Europe.
too much like the
You
waitress,
chose
have you?
well. The city
Too much
is
brandy.
most beautiful at this time of year, no?
Yeah, I guess so. Apart from the bomb blasts.
Were you in the vicinity of the cafe at the time of the explosion?
Yeah, I was sitting out on the sidewalk. I was lucky I wasn't killed. The inspector passed over my remark with no reaction.
Did you see the deceased enter the cafe?
No, it was only the
No.
clown
Did
went
you
in
see
there.
anyone else in the cafe?
Ah, I see.
Yeah, there was a guy dressed as a clown. He was carrying an accordion.
An accordion? Bon. The picture is forming in my mind, and it is not a pretty one. Is the girl all right, Moo?
She'll live if she survives the hangover. She doesn't remember seeing a clown,
Not
monsieur.
anymore.
That's odd. Don't you think, monsieur? Who am I to believe? I wonder. Eh bien, I have heard enough.
What do you mean?
I am satisfied that you know nothing. You may leave. I hope this little incident does not spoil the rest of your vacation.
What about my personal safety? Can't you at least give me some advice?
What can I say? Stay alert and look out for suspicious characters.
And don't cross the road until the little man shows green.
Great advice.
I honestly believe you are in no danger, monsieur. Should you remember anything of importance, please contact me.
Great
My
advice.
card.
Thanks.
That is all. You may go.
There's not much to go on, monsieur.
On the surface, no. But what lurks inside the subconscious? If the door can only be opened.
Are you serious, monsieur? I thought your interest in psychic detection was purely academic.
There she is.
Excuse me, mademoiselle? Hi. My name's George Stobart.
Oh, an American by the sound of it.
Yep, that's right. On vacation in Paris.
Some vacation, huh?
You were here when the bomb went off?
Sure was. Sat right out in front of the cafe.
Did you notice a middle-aged man, maybe 60, with a hat and overcoat?
I couldn't believe it. She hadn't even asked how I was feeling. Yeah, he went inside just before the bomb exploded. You weren't related
So did
to
go
him, were
in.
you?
I wasn't
Oh,
paying
no,
any
nothing
attention.
like that. I'm Nicole Collard from La Liberté.
What is that, some kind of nightclub?
Oh, no, it's a newspaper.
You're a reporter?
I'm a freelance photojournalist.
Say, you could interview me about the bombing. An eyewitness account, minutes after the outrage that shook the whole of Paris. You know, real-life drama, human interest, that kind of stuff.
I'll just stick to the facts, thank you. Did you see who planted the bomb?
I know it sounds crazy, but he was dressed like a clown.
A clown? It's him again.
Have you met the clown before?
It's a long story.
I have plenty of time.
I don't.
Ice cold.
Do you know a police officer called Rosso?
Rosso? Our paths have a knack of crossing. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was deliberate. Have you seen Rosso? Is he here?
He's inside, attempting to question a witness with his psychic powers.
That guy is weird.
Yeah. Who was the guy you were supposed to meet?
His name was Plantar. I didn't know him, but he called me last night. He said he had a story which would interest me. He asked me to meet him at the cafe. I guess I'll never know what he wanted to tell me.
Well, not unless you have Rosso's gift for psychic interrogation.
Yeah, it's gotta be the man.
How did Plantard get your name?
Through the newspaper, La Liberté. I'd written an article linking two unsolved murders, one in Italy, the other in Japan. The cases were remarkably similar. A wealthy victim, no apparent motive, and a costume killer. Plantard said he could supply me with more information. Somehow the clown must have known about our appointment.
Why won't you tell me about the clown?
Why do you want to get involved?
Because he almost killed me. Isn't that reason enough?
I guess so. Listen, I'll give you my phone number.
Ooh.
You help me with my story and I'll let you in on what I know. And let's get one thing straight right now. This is strictly business.
Okay, it's a deal.
I have to go develop these pictures. À bientôt, monsieur.
Fine. I'll see you soon.
We'll go see what the road worker's got to say then.
Hey, you!
I thought you'd been arrested.
No, it was a misunderstanding.
When he pulled that gun, I thought that was it. Those automatics pack quite a punch, you know?
He made a mistake. He thought I was a terrorist.
You? A terrorist? Ha!
He was only doing his duty, I guess. Did you see an old guy with a briefcase?
Wait, silly old coot. Do you know what he said to me? Work fascinates me, he says. I could watch it all day. Care beat. I could have knocked his block off.
Did you recognize the old man?
No. Should I have done? Was he a celebrity?
No, but I guess he is now.
Maybe do another 20 minutes and then...
He's dead then?
Might call it a night.
That's too
we'll finish it off another time.
Now I wish I had called him
like
what I did.
9 hours or so to finish the game.
If only I'd
do a
been
couple
more
sessions.
tolerant.
Regret and remorse are strange
We'll have to
emotions.
finish it now
They
anyway.
really bring out the hammiest actors in people.
We can't leave the game half done.
Did you see a clown come by this way?
A clown? Like in a circus?
Yeah, with makeup and a big red nose.
Huh! Those guys are funny, aren't they?
Not in my experience.
I love the circus, especially the horses.
You haven't answered my question. Have you seen a clown?
You think I've got time to watch everyone who passes by? Some of us have to work for a living.
Look, I know you're busy, but surely you'd have noticed a clown.
I told you already. I didn't see a thing.
He was wearing multicolored baggy trousers and makeup.
He'd be a poor sort of clown if he didn't.
Listen, I have to find that clown.
Don't mean he's gonna give me the
killer.
info I need.
Say, who are you anyhow? A cop?
No, of course not. I mean, do I look like a cop?
No, but you act like one, sticking your nose in where it's not wanted. How do you know this guy's a killer? Did you see him in action?
Didn't you hear the explosion? The cafe was blown up.
I wondered what that bang was. Any bodies?
Yeah, an old man was killed.
Merde. I didn't think it was that serious. What about the waitress?
Oh, she's fine.
Thank the saints.
Would you like to read my newspaper?
I haven't got time to read that. Can't you see I'm busy?
You could read it on your lunch break.
10 minutes is all I get. And if my boss had his way, I wouldn't get that. He'd have me on a drip, so I didn't have to stop to eat.
Oh, take the newspaper and quit complaining.
Bah! Look at this. Damn bleeding out liberals. Tja! Save the dolphins. Catch them and eat them, I say. All that fuss over a bunch of fish. Nah, that's more like it. Look at the size of those. Like champagne bottle corks, no? Ah, what's this? Saladin running in the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe.
It's a racehorse?
A horse? A legend. Bucephalus reborn, mon ami. Like a streak of lightning she is. Do me a favor, won't you? Keep an eye on my hole. I'm off to put some money on that nag.
What about your toolbox?
Stuff it. Help yourself.
What's he got in there then we can take?
I found a T-shaped tool in the box. I didn't know what it was, but it looked useful.
Hello, Nico Coulard.
Hello? It's George.
Oh, hi.
Well, I haven't had a lot of luck.
You found nothing?
No.
Look, I'm very busy right now. Call
So
me
does
if you
she
have any
carry
news,
landline
okay?
with her then?
Yeah, I guess.
Adieu, monsieur.
See you.
Right, so we picked up a T-tool. Is there anything in here? I think we might need to go to the alleyway.
Set into the huge gate was a smaller access door. The door was securely locked.
Can we do that? No, I think we might need to go head into the alleyway then.
I considered straightening the table, but I figured it best not to disturb the evidence.
Yeah, okay, we'll head over here.
The clown had fled into this alley, but there was no sign
And
of
he's
him.
probably gone
I was
down the
intrigued by Nico and what she could
down
tell
the
me
drain,
about
down the
explosion.
manhole. But we'll investigate though. I don't think he's climbed
I
up
took a
here.
deep breath and prepared to climb the drain pipe. I guess the clown had an escape over the rooftops. I decided I'd had enough of messing with that drain pipe.
I've decided I've had enough of messing with that drain pipe. Yeah, that's got to be for the manhole then.
It smelled like someone had dumped a truckload of fish in a locker room on a hot summer afternoon.
I think a cat jumps out of that one. Yeah.
There was nothing of interest.
There was nothing of interest. So we'll try this on the manhole.
I lifted the cover to reveal what smelt like the entrance to a sewer.
Well, someone must have put the cat in there, because the lid obviously got placed on there with the cat inside. So someone just threw out their cat, literally. What's this?
As I picked up the plastic
Oh,
ball,
that's a nose.
I realized it was intended to be
So
worn.
the clown definitely went this
It
way.
was the clown's red nose.
That could be interesting. Like, this is a quarter pipe already here.
The nose was hollow. Printed on the inside were the words La Risée du Monde, Paris.
I think it would just make
It
for
was
like
a bright red
another
plastic
cool
nose,
themed
part of
mini
a
ramp level.
clown's costume.
Like, look at this. What we got here?
I scooped up the sodden tissue. It was cold and greasy, like breakfast leftovers.
There's something else here as well. This must just be part of his costume.
I took hold of the scrap of material and unsnagged it from the spike.
We can't get over there. So I think it's only up here.
Hi there. Hold it right there, you sewer rat. I knew you'd come.
Yeah.
And now I've got you.
What are you talking about?
You're trespassing. Come out of there immediately.
That's what I'm trying to do. Give me your hand.
Ha! You won't catch me with tricks like that. Keep your distance, monsieur.
Okay, okay.
Now, what were you looking for?
A clown.
I was looking for a clown.
Huh, ridiculous. Do you really expect me to believe that?
He planted a bomb in the cafe and blew it up.
What? The cafe? Blown up? Mon Dieu. That is awful. And you say the person responsible was dressed as a clown?
That's right. He blew up the cafe, escaped into the sewer, changed his clothes, and came up here.
Ah, mon Dieu. Then, the man I chased, do you think that man and the clown are one and the same?
Well, yes, it had crossed my mind.
Ah, that still does not explain what you were doing down the sewer. For all I know, you are in league with him.
Oh no, I'm just a tourist.
Most tourists are content with the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, or the Pigalle. I didn't realize my waste pipe was such an attraction.
Tell me about the man
Let's
you
go through the suspects
What is there to tell?
first, and we'll go
was
through
a
our
typical
items.
criminal type, just like you.
The
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
Oh, she isn't hurt, is she?
No, she's fine.
Oh, thank heavens. A poor girl like her isn't safe with the likes of you roaming the streets.
Can't you understand? I'm not a gangster. I'm an American tourist.
Ah, that's what you say.
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't. Who is he?
The man who was killed in the cafe. I'm gonna find the guy responsible. I'll find him. Even if it means following him down every sewer in every city in Europe.
Bravo! You need some sensible boots. You won't get far in those stupid sneakers.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
I didn't notice. Now are you going to leave? Or do I have to call the police?
We'll
Take
go
a
through
look
some
at
of
this false
his
nose.
artifacts.
I've never seen it before in my life.
Oh, did he? Hmm.
What does this tissue
He
mean
must have
to
got
you?
told how to do it by
Disgusting.
Fro
What
or whatever
on earth
his name
possessed
is.
you to show it to me? Someone
Wait for
has
it to all
emptied
get
their
removed then
nostrils
and
into
him
it.
banned.
Do you recognize this material?
I am not telling you anything.
Perhaps you'd like to take a look at my card?
What is this? Inspector Augustin Rousseau? What does that say? Hominoid Division?
A homicide. I think the ink's smudged.
Then you are not a tourist.
Okay, I'm not. I lied to you. And I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, monsieur. You know, I had a feeling there was something different
So he's going to
about
talk now.
you. It is your posture, your poise. Oh, yes. There is no mistaking the bearing of a disciplined man. And I should know. I was in the army, you know. When I was your age, I was fighting for my life in the African desert. How can I help you, Inspector?
Right.
Does this piece of material mean anything to you?
That is the same cloth as the jacket I found. I'd recognize that pattern anywhere.
tell me about the man you apprehended.
He was a mean one, monsieur. He grabbed me in an arm lock. His face suddenly next to mine. His grip was like iron. But he did not know what he was up against. Oh no. He made a big mistake when he took on one of the desert hyenas.
Yes, I get the picture. Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
You can't suspect her, surely.
Just answer the question, please.
Yes, I know her. Quite well, you could say. She came to work at the cafe 6, 7 months ago. I look forward all week to the relief she gives me when she visits.
Really? So you'd miss her if she wasn't there?
Oh, mais oui. Who else would I find to cut my toenails?
Okay.
Does the name Plantar mean anything to
anyone's
you?
young.
No, it doesn't.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Why, yes, it was. Clutched in his arms like a baby.
That belonged to his victim.
Oh, what do you think was in it? Drugs? Stolen jewels?
I don't know. But the killer thought it was worth a man's life.
Nothing is worth that, monsieur.
And a green jacket.
Now, about the jacket you found. Do you have it here?
No, monsieur. One of the sleeves was badly torn, so I sent it for repair. A pity, because otherwise it was a fine piece of quality tailoring. It had the tailor's name inside on the label.
Ooh. Whose name was that?
Where did you send the jacket?
I gave it to an itinerant Romani seamstress.
Just my luck. Was there anything in the jacket pockets?
Not a sou. You know what I think?
Do tell me.
He changed out of the clown suit and cunningly disguised himself as an ordinary person.
Looks like I'm up against a mastermind.
Anything more on the jacket?
What was the name on the label?
It was a foreign name. Todrick, I think.
Did you get the address?
There wasn't one, monsieur. Only a telephone number.
Well, I don't expect you to remember a phone number you've only seen once.
74 98 08 59.
You're kidding. That's his phone number?
Yes, that's it. A little trick with numbers that I learned in the desert. I was taught the technique by a Tuareg shaman.
That's incredible.
It comes in handy at the supermarket checkout. Do I get a reward?
Honesty, monsieur, is its own reward.
Then I'm glad I do not rely on honesty to pay the bills.
Yeah, I reckon if people start uploading all their stuff onto there, they're gonna twig on real quick.
This is what I used to open the manhole cover.
I have one just the same as that, monsieur. I will fetch it if you like.
No, don't bother.
Oh, it is no bother, monsieur.
Nah, forget it.
Just trying to be helpful, monsieur.
I have to be going. Thanks to your help, the citizens of Paris can sleep a little easier tonight.
So it's like the costume killer seems
Good
to
luck,
have
Inspector. I hope you catch
stripped
that
off.
killer soon.
Just gotta find who it is now. But we've got the tailor to go on, so we can use this phone here.
Up into the courtyard and then slipped back into the street here. It wasn't much, but it was more than the cops had got.
So we'll use a phone and we'll phone the tailor.
Hello? Who is this?
Hi, my name's George Stobart. You don't know me.
Correct, Mr. Stobart. I don't. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm trying to trace one of your customers. Could I maybe come over and talk to you?
No, that's not possible.
Oh, okay. Forget it. Listen, all I want is a name.
What are you talking about? Who are you working for?
I guess you might say I'm acting in the interests of truth and justice.
Thank God. I thought you were the police.
There are innocent lives at stake, Mr. Todrick. Lives that you could save.
You're collecting for charity, yes?
No, I'm not. All I want from you is information.
Go on. I'm listening.
Right,
You know a
I think
guy
we'll talk
called
to him and then
Plantar?
No, I never heard
we'll
of
finish there.
Shall I tell you what happened to Plantar?
We'll get all the
How he was
information we
killed
can
in
from
cold
the
blood?
tailor.
I told you, I never heard of Plantar.
I expect Plantar's a family man, don't you? In their little apartment, Madame Plantar is cooking the supper, listening for the familiar sound of her husband's key in the door. Junior is waiting for his daddy to come home from work. He can't wait to show him the merit marks he earned in school today. Only tonight, Monsieur Plantar won't be coming home.
You forgot the puppy.
Huh?
The faithful puppy dog, waiting for the sound of his master's voice.
Well, maybe they don't have a dog. What do you think?
I don't know, Plantar. I never heard of Plantar. None of this has anything to do with me.
What do you know about the clown who bombed the Café de la Chandelle Verte?
I don't have no idea what you're talking about.
You're cool, Todrick. But I think you know more than you're saying.
I don't know who you be, but sure I am you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Quit playing games with me, Todrick.
I tell you, I know nothing about no clown.
I think that's all we've got
Thanks
for
for
him.
nothing, Todrick.
So he was a fat load of good. Right. 18%. We're just under a quarter of the way through then. Right, I think that'll do it for me. It's a bit late. But I'll have to play again at some point. Do it next week. Don't know what day. Figure something out. Maybe next weekend. But I still got to do Skate 2 as well. Maybe we'll do Skate on Thursday and this again on Saturday. Just a nice chill Saturday. No, I won't. I'll probably do it next Saturday, but I'll let you know. But no, I need you for some of the puzzles though. I think it probably would have taken ages for that deciphering one. That was a tough one. But yeah, no, I'll jump on again soon though. Alright, but thanks for sticking by. The puzzles are great. Games like that are good. Maybe we'll play the new release of Myst or something at some point. That might be a good one. We'll see. But there's plenty more games to play as well. But yeah, I'm going to shoot off though. So I'll catch you next time, I suppose. See you in a bit.